Adam, welcome to Queen's Park. Can you start off by telling us a wee bit of information about your career, where you've played before you've came to the club?
I started off at my local boys club when I was about 6 or 7, Jaffrey. I was there maybe till about 10, signed for Dundee United for a couple of seasons, and then went back to Jaffrey till maybe 15. Then I went to, which was a year above my own age, then I went to Rossvale Boys Club, which was my own age group. Played there for a couple of seasons, and then went to Alloa for when I was 17 for a couple of years, 2.5 years, and then ended up here.
So how did the move to Queen's Park come about?
Well, I think I obviously scored against his last year, and I think I've done well whatever when I've played against Queen's Park. So I'd obviously been let go from Alloa, and then the manager got in touch with me, and I was interested as soon as I heard out Queen's Park were interested.
Was the opportunity to play at Hampden and obviously the facilities here at Leicester, did that influence your decision?
Yep, I think everything's there for me to improve as a player, and show what I can do, like big pitch, I've got pace, I'm good in the final third and stuff, so it suits me.
We saw you play wide left on Tuesday night against Dumbarton. Is that your favourite position?
Yeah, it's my favourite position, but I'm comfortable playing anywhere across, like any attacking position really, anywhere in the final third.
And how have you found pre-season so far?
It's been good, I've enjoyed it, a lot more running than I'm used to, but it's been good.
And what's your own personal hopes for the season ahead?
I just want to enjoy my football, hopefully the team does well, challenging high up the table, and just score goals and create chances.
Thanks very much, Adam.
Okay, thank you.
Brendan, welcome to the club. Can you start off by giving us a wee bit of information about your career, where you've played before you've joined Queen's Park?
Aye, no bother. Started off at a young age, just kind of local boys club, Port Glasgow. Dipped my toe into a few kind of pro youth teams, Rangers, Kilmarnock, Morton. Kind of fell away from football for a bit, went just back to boys club, played amateur. Then I went Johnston Borough 21s last year, where we won the West, done well in the league and get beat in the League Cup final. That kind of got me the buzz for it back.
So did the move to Queen's Park come about as from a successful season last season then?
Aye, well I think Gus was at the finals we were at, and which I played quite well in, so he's obviously invited me along to pre-season after that, and I just took it from there.
And how have you found pre-season? A few of the players have said it's been enjoyable but tough.
Aye, basically it benefits you, you know what I mean? You moan at the time doing the runs, but you feel a lot better after, and it's the fittest I've ever felt. So.
And what's your favourite position?
Striker. I like playing up front now.
And your hopes for the season ahead?
Just kind of hoping to break into the team as quick as I can, hopefully get a few goals under my belt and just show what I can do basically.
Are you hoping to be involved against Spartans on Saturday?
Well I hope so. I'm just back from holiday, so I played 70 minutes for the reserves last night, got them minutes under my belt, so hopefully kick on the train tonight and hopefully be in the squad, yeah.
Thanks very much. Cheers. Dominic, welcome to Queen's Park. Can you give us a wee bit of information about your career and where you've played before you joined the club?
Previously I was at Kilburn Ladeside there, spent about half a season there, and then before that I was at East Kilbride, and before that I had a wee spell in America in the scholarship, and then before that I was at Thistle, so you know, been here now.
How did the move to Queen's Park come about?
Don't know, I had one they were watching me, East Kilbride, but didn't really work out there, and then at Kilburn I get injured, and when I came back in I just heard they were keeping an eye on me, and then at the end of the season I heard they were interested, so I came in and spoke to Gus and it all went well, and that's about that.
How much did the opportunity to play at Hampden and obviously train here at the facilities at Leicester Hampden, did that influence your decision?
Aye, of course it did. That was probably the biggest bit. The facilities are absolutely top notch, and obviously being able to play at Hampden every second week is a major bonus, so just looking forward to it all, you know.
What's your favourite position?
Centre back.
What's your hopes for the season ahead, your own personal hopes?
Well, I'm injured just now, unfortunately. Third training session in, I've done bad injury in my knee, so working up in the physio hard, and then once I'm back fit, hopefully just get in the team and get the boys going again, you know.
No problem, thank you very much. Kurtis, welcome to Queen's Park. Can you give us a wee bit of information about your career and where you've played before joining the club?
Well, I started off playing for Clive Boys Club under 6s, 7s, and then I was there for a year or two, after that I went to Hamilton Accies for 7 years, 8 years, and then once I finished there I went to St Mirren. I was there for a year, and then I went to Clyde. I was there for 2 years. Once I finished up there, fell out of football, went and played with my friends at Clydebank under 21s. Then 17-18 I got the chance to do a scholarship over America, so once I was finished there for 3.5 years I came back and played for Yoker Juniors to the end of the season, and once that finished, Kilburnie, and now I'm here.
Most of the other boys have said that the opportunity to play at Hampden and train here at Lesser Hampden have influenced their decision. Are you any different?
Oh no, it was the same for me. That was one of the biggest factors, because I wasn't too sure on the move, but not many people get to play there, so I thought, take the chance.
What's your favourite position? I know we saw you on the right against Dumbarton on Tuesday night, but
centre midfield, centre attack midfield.
And how did you find your debut against Dumbarton on Tuesday?
Well, I could have done a wee bit better, I think, but it's good to get in, and not everybody knows each other yet, so it takes a while for the team to gel, but I was happy to be playing.
And how have you found pre-season so far?
Oh, by far the hardest pre-season I've done. A lot of running, but it's a test and I enjoyed it.
What's your hopes, your own personal hopes for the season ahead?
Just to get as many minutes under my belt, just to gain experience playing with a new set of boys, and then for the club, hope to get into the playoffs or even get promoted.
Thanks very much, Kurtis. Jordan, welcome to Queen's Park. Can you give the supporters a wee bit of information about your career and where you've played before joining the club?
Well, I started at Celtic when I was 7, and that carried me right through. I was 19, and when I was my last 6 months there, I was on loan at Annan. I left Celtic that summer and signed for Annan permanently and played there for a year. Done relatively well. Got a move to Ayr, and I've been there for the last 2 seasons.
So how did the move to Queen's Park come about? I presume Gus has obviously been aware of your form over the last couple of years.
I think, funnily enough, Queen's Park always seems to be a team I've played well against for one reason or another. And I think Gus has acknowledged that over the last few years, luckily for me. And when the season ended at Ayr, it ended well for me, winning the league, playing the majority of the season. But a lot of strange things followed that in terms of contracts and speaking to other clubs and stuff. So when I found out about interest here, I was delighted, and I'm happy again and playing with a smile on my face. So
was the opportunity to play at Hampden and train here at Lesser Hampden, did that influence your decision?
Definitely, aye. Hampden's a place that I've always seemed to relish and played well there as well. I think I've got a 100% record there out of 6 or 7 games, so if I get close to that this season, I think the team will be alright.
How have you found pre-season so far?
I've only been in for a couple of weeks, so I've probably missed the hardest work of it. I've done that at a few other clubs, to be fair, but from what I've seen and what I've done so far, I've loved it.
You made your debut against Dumbarton on Tuesday night. How did you feel that went?
I thought it went well. I thought it was a bit of a travesty. We didn't get anything out of the game, to be honest, and I think anyone who's fair would accept that. But it was good playing with my centre halves for the first time, and I thought the whole team done well. And as I said, we were unlucky not to get something for the game.
And then lastly, just your own personal hopes for the season ahead?
Personally, selfishly, just to stay in the team, hopefully, and play, and thinking more of the team, just to do as well as we can and finish as high up the table as possible.
Thanks very much, Jordan. Thank you, good man. Josh, welcome to the club. Can I start off by asking a wee bit of information about your career and where you've played before you've joined Queen's Park?
From the age of 9 till I was 15, I was at Inverness. Played with them for quite a while, then got released at under 17 level. And then after that, I joined my local club, Sharpe in the Highland League. Played with them a couple of seasons. And then managed to get a couple of trials at Hamilton and Hibs, and I done well at Hibs, and I signed a 6-month deal. Run the 20s full time, so that was good. So I stayed down the road. So my grand stays in Coatbridge, so I just stayed with them. So that was good for a while. It was a good experience. It was always a big step up from Highland League football, massive step up. And then after that, I got released in the summer and went on a few trials with a few different teams, and ended up at Forfar. Signed a year at Forfar, and I done really well. Got promoted through the playoffs. scored quite a few goals and managed to get a full-time 2-year deal at Livy, which, to say the least, was quite disappointing. Didn't really work out, lasted till January, and ended up signing back for forfeiting a permanent. And the last 6 months or so I was in and out of the team and didn't really get that run of games, and it was a change of manager as well, different opinions that happens in the game, and I wasn't welcomed back really, but then Gus gave me the call, and obviously I was buzzing to just see what his plan was, and he was really keen to take me. So
most of the other boys that I've spoke to have agreed, or almost unanimously said that the opportunity to play at Hampden, training at Lesser Hampden, had a big influence in their decision. Are you the same?
Yeah, definitely. I played there a couple of times last year before for at Queen's, and although the stadium's not packed, it's a great arena to play in, great surface to play on. I think it suits me to a T. It gives me a lot more space to have on the ball and getting behind players, and getting behind defenders, and can't wait to be playing there every second week. It's going to be brilliant.
And you made your debut against Dumbarton the other night. How did you feel that went?
I felt I'd done alright. It was my first 90 minutes I've played in maybe 6 months or so. I only played a few full games last season, so to get 90 minutes under my belt was probably the most important thing. The result was disappointing, but I thought the performance from the team was brilliant, and we were unlucky to come away from the game with nothing. So, but I thought individually everyone was brilliant, and I thought I put in a decent shift, but I probably should have scored 1 or 2 goals, but I'm sure sharpness will come. So obviously pre-season's been tough, but now the games are starting, competitive games. It's brilliant to get back into it.
And then just lastly, what's your own hopes for the season ahead?
What, as a team or individual?
Both individually and as a team.
Just to hopefully start as many games, contribute as much as possible, goals, assists, and hopefully just get at the top end of the table. That's what happens when you get relegated. The club wants to get back up the leagues, and I know it's not going to be an easy task. There's a lot of good teams in this league, so I just need to keep focused, keep working hard, and hopefully just stay put in the team and hopefully help them get back up to League One.
Thanks very much, Josh.